one of the things Coach was talking about is you taking on a leadership role. And, you are so outgoing. Some might think, oh, that was probably a natural thing for you. But he said you've got like an introverted side too. And so, what was the process from your perspective of saying, okay, I can be a voice, I can be a leadership voice and someone people follow? Was it a smooth transition? Was it something you had to work at?
It was something I had to work at because I always felt like if I made mistakes, then I didn't have the right to tell someone what to do, because I always felt like a hypocrite doing that. And then Matt always had to talk to me after practices and games like, you can still say that. Just because you messed up doesn't mean that you don't know what is right and wrong. So it's still hard for me. I came to a lift late once, and we don't lift if we're late. And we had practice next, and I felt like I felt so awkward, like telling people like hustle to the ball because like I was late. And so it's still hard, but it's still a learning process for me.
Were those conversations all stuff that happened like in Europe or in the spring, or is it just in the last couple weeks, or is it more over the course of your career, trying to draw that out of you?
More of the course of my career, because I came in, everyone always knew that I had a big personality, but it can't go away once I go on the court or once something negative happens. It can't only be during the good times. And so Matt's like always tried to like convince me of that since I've been here. And I think like finally, 4 years later, or 3, it's working.
When did you miss the lift? When did that happen?
That happened this past summer.
Okay.
So sad.
Did you punish yourself or anything?
I didn't go in the weight room. I didn't want to be a distraction. I was just like in the training room rolling out while everyone was lifting. I felt terrible.
What was on your mind?
I just could not believe I was late. I've never been late.
First time for
Yep. Being a senior, awesome.
Speaking of which, 2 of your big 3 have gone and graduated. Matt said you still can dance by yourself if you want to, but what's that just sort of like, having that core group that you had, and now it's on you and Willow to kind of step into that leadership role a little bit more?
Mm-hmm. Everyone always asks, like, what are you going to do now that Lindsay and Lauren are gone? I was like, I don't know, maybe play volleyball a little more. Like, we'll see. But I think it's cool. It really is our team. And with it being such a young team, people think of that as a disadvantage, but I think that's only a positive because, like, not that they don't know anything, but they really don't know anything. And so, like, we could convince them, even though, like, that's not the way we used to think in the past, like, we could convince them that this is how we've always done it. And they'll buy into what we're saying because they're new. So it's an advantage for sure.
Not only all the new faces, but with Taylor being still kind of coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like the vets, is there some pressure on you vets, particularly early in the season, to kind of keep things stable while the newcomers kind of get their feet under them?
Yeah, because if you think about it, since Taylor's gone, like, the people that have played in the front row, it's just me and Will. Like, Brooke was a libero last year, and so this is her first time playing in the front row at a collegiate level. And so just, like, having to worry about that and passing and defense, just letting them know, like, just get this pass, dig this ball, and Will and I will put it away. Like, don't worry about it. Like, we got you. And so to give them that confidence, like, and if we just keep getting more confident in our game and being able to put the ball away faster for them, then their game will just continue to improve.
How much did Beach help Brooke kind of be able to be that versatile and be able to kind of move from those positions?
She's really crafty. She's not the biggest outside that we have, obviously. She's the tallest short. She's the tallest short player that we have. And so she's really good at using her vision, and her shot selection is amazing, one of the best on the team. So being small, she has to be even better at those things, and she knows that. And so having the experience that she has on the beach, like, she can see the court way better than most outsides do.
Making the deep run that you guys did last year, what do you take away from that? Not just from how you prepare, but looking at those other schools that are typically in that mix in the Elite Eight and Final Four, and maybe taking something from them. Did you guys see anything on that second weekend in Deeper that was like, oh wow, we can take that back to Eugene with us?
I think just the focus that we had during the Minnesota game, we were really 1 point at a time that game, even when it was close. Even the first time we played them, we lost. The margins of the game was 2 points between so as close as the match can be. And I think we really focused, like, 1 point at a time. And when we lost it in Nebraska, we let them go on a couple runs, and then we were getting, like, into ourselves a lot more. And then I think we learned a lot from playing Minnesota and playing, like, that top team, because you can see what you can get away with, which is not a lot, and, like, when you really have to step on the gas.